I'd love to see a challenge like the lie detector back on Love Island. It used to be the highlight for me at the end of each season. While I didn't take every result seriously, it was exhilarating when suspicions aligned with the detector's verdict. I understand why they stopped it for the Islanders' mental health, but its return would be exciting. Are there any challenges from other versions of Love Island that you'd like to see introduced here? They discontinued it due to mental health concerns, especially after tragedies in the UK and elsewhere. Personally, I never trusted its reliability. I'm not asking for a full lie detector, but I'd enjoy seeing something like Australia's Truth Bike. It's a fun way to create pressure for honesty without the serious implications. For those unfamiliar, it's a stationary bike where contestants answer questions by ringing a bell for yes or no on each handle. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Spill Chronicles. It's me, Ramona, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. On the other hand, any predictions for the heart rate challenge costumes? I'm guessing Aaron might go for a sailor or deckhand look, and Harrison could dress up as Thor. Personally, I think Rob needs to channel Britney Spears with a snake to really make an impact. The costumes can be hit or miss. Some, like Tasha's Barbie doll box or Curtis with feathers on his head, are genius. Then you have ones like Mary Bedford's that don't make much sense. It's tough to predict. Rob might opt for overalls that tear off like stripper trousers. It seems a bit silly bringing Cassie into this. The results will likely be skewed by shock reactions rather than pure attraction. It feels like they're just stirring up drama by making it seem like everyone is attracted to Cassie. I could see Rob going for a safari guide or Steve Irwin vibe, Harrison as Thor, Nicole as a nurse, Leah as a circus trainer, and maybe Kaylor as cowgirl Barbie. I think Leah's heart rate will spike the most for Rob, while Rob's might go highest for Daniela or Cassie. Many guys might have Nicole raising their heart rates, and Aaron's might spike for Daniela. Prediction: Aaron's heart rate will likely be raised more by Daniela or Cassie than by Kaylor. Despite Kaylor's reaction, they might still reconcile. Rob's heart rate will probably be highest for Cassie, Miguel's for Cassie as well. Leah's heart rate might spike most for Rob. Serena and Cordell, and Jana and Kenny will likely raise each other's heart rates the most. However, I'm not emotionally prepared for this. Okay, this might sound a bit one-sided, but I'm genuinely not ready to say goodbye to this cast. They just have a vibe that's so different from other shows with rotating casts like Love is Blind, Are You the One, or Too Hot to Handle. Remember when Jersey Shore was popular, and we throw a bunch of 20-somethings into a house for the summer with booze and sexual tension? That's the kind of magic this cast has, and their potential for future storylines is off the charts. If I were a casting director, I'd seriously be looking into this. Just for fun, if I had to cast a show like Jersey Shore with this crew, 4 guys and 4 girls, here's who I pick. Main cast: Leah, Rob, Aaron, Jana, Serena, Liv, Miguel, Cordell. Recurring cast, popping in occasionally: Nicole, Kaylor, Kenny, Daniela, Connor. Controversial choice, I know. But seriously, I'm just not ready to see the end of this show, and I might be slipping into denial about it ending. Peacock/Bravo absolutely needs to consider a spin-off because this cast is lightning in a bottle. I haven't been this captivated by a reality TV cast in ages. It's like the early days of Vanderpump Rules all over again. Can we at least get a Winter Island with the same crew? Imagine the drama they could bring after a break from the real world. And hey, bring in past Love Islanders too, but it doesn't have to be a competition. It would be a huge missed opportunity not to capitalize on this cast. Additionally, I'm curious about your predictions for the heart rate challenge. I think Aaron's heart rate will definitely spike, maybe for Daniela or someone unexpected, which could stir things up with Kaylor. I hope it's a wake-up call for her if it happens. What other predictions do you have? I'm not sure about using heart rate as a reliable measure of attraction. Heart rates can increase due to fear, anger, or stress, not just attraction. How can we be certain it's because of attraction and not nerves or discomfort? It seems like production might favor Leah and Rob in this challenge. I predict Aaron and Daniela will raise each other's heart rates, causing reactions from Rob and Kaylor. If Cassie joins, Miguel's heart rate might spike for her. Production could also mix things up by pairing Rob and Leah, playing with the audience's expectations. Isn't it unfair to introduce a new person during the heart rate challenge? It would naturally increase heart rates, regardless of attraction. As I type this, I realize how none of this is really that serious. This show has scrambled my brain. I have a hunch Kaylor and Aaron won't be eliminated just yet. They're probably being kept for the heart rate challenge, and maybe even parent calls for the storyline. Mark my words. They'll manipulate the bottom group to eliminate Sierra and Harrison. Moreover, using reality shows as a starting point to examine our behavior, especially in dating, can be insightful. While I empathize with the Casa Amor girls and understand their time constraints, Love Island provides a clear example of staying true to oneself through hurt and anger and following your instincts. Not every man appreciates a woman who always says yes and changes herself to fit his ideal. Daya and Catherine's experiences are proof of this. By trying to conform to the ideal woman stereotype, submissive and agreeable, they eventually lost the interest of the guys. Despite their beauty, they lacked the passion that men found in women who were authentic, unafraid to challenge and express themselves. Books like Men Who Love Bitches can sometimes promote toxic behavior. Instead, women should feel empowered to embrace their authenticity and express their feelings genuinely, rather than putting on a facade to please men. It's important to note that not all men adhere to traditional red pill ideologies and prefer docile women. What are your thoughts on this? For the men in the chat, can you understand why Cordell and Kenny preferred Serena and Jana over Daya and Catherine? Also, why do you think Kaylor continues to face disrespect from Aaron despite her being kind, forgiving, and feminine? Ironically, aren't we still perpetuating the idea of how women should behave to appeal to men? Perhaps the focus should be on allowing women the space to express their full range of emotions and complexities as human beings. Regarding Jana, didn't she essentially adopt a yes-girl approach to win over Kenny? She apologized for her reaction to him bringing someone home from Casa Amor, went out of her way to be kind, and expressed her willingness to care for him. And now they're arguably the happiest couple in the villa. Ultimately, being agreeable and kind can work depending on the dynamics of the relationship. On the other hand, as we near the finale, we'll likely start seeing the producers steer us towards their favored winners. I'm curious to see who they're backing. I suspect Aaron and Kaylor might be out of contention given his behavior and lackluster redemption arc. It seems the producers enjoy having Rob on screen regardless of his storyline size. Recently, Serena and Cordell's raw and dramatic storyline has been prominently featured, especially after some significant moments like the ring exchange before Casa Amor. I'm particularly interested in how Jana and Kenny are being edited. They represent a more mature couple compared to Cordena's college romance vibe. It's been odd to see them sidelined in recent episodes, especially after Kenny's memorable speech. If they continue in the background, it'll be clear where the producers' priorities lie. It's hard to invest in characters whose story isn't being told, even if they seem stable. After the recent drama, I hope to see more old-school romance in the remaining episodes. Nicole and Kendall have been given plenty of screen time, but they come across a bit vanilla to me. Kendall's self-awareness on camera makes their connection feel performative. Leah and Miguel are enjoyable to watch, but their emotional depth seems less pronounced. It was surprising how much airtime newbie Harrison received in a recent episode. I'm eager to see how the producers shape the narrative and where it leads us. Hopefully, they stick the landing. On a side note, I wish the season could be longer like in the UK. This fantastic cast still has more to offer. However, I watch a lot of reality TV, but this cast has really grabbed my heart. I genuinely love them all, even the ones who can be annoying at times, like Kendall. I wish they would extend the season and turn it into more of a real-world style situation where we get to watch them live in the villa. I'm hopeful that since this season has been so successful, they'll consider extending it next year. Unfortunately, I don't see them extending it last minute this year because of the upcoming Olympics. They moved the season up to avoid conflicting with the Olympics. Additionally, Rob isn't flawless, but he's not as bad as some portray him. He's done some questionable things that were blown out of proportion, leading to him being seen in a negative light. Yes, he supported Aaron because they're close, but he's also urged Aaron to do right by Kaylor, acknowledging her feelings and perspective in private conversations. In his interactions, Rob has shown empathy and decency. He reassured Leah not to blame herself, forgave her easily, and demonstrated care by covering Daniela with his jacket when she was cold, despite their past issues. These are basic acts of kindness that should be expected, but they do reveal a compassionate side to him. However, Rob's handling of the Leah and Andrea situation wasn't perfect. He hasn't fully accepted his part in it publicly, focusing more on Leah's faults rather than his own role. It's positive that he privately apologized to Leah and discussed the matter maturely with her. Yet, publicly, he hasn't acknowledged his contribution to the conflict. This reluctance to confront his own actions in front of the villa may stem from discomfort with conflict rather than a lack of character, but it still has consequences. Overall, while Rob shows glimpses of being a good person, there are areas where he could improve in handling interpersonal issues transparently and taking responsibility when necessary. Moreover, what I appreciate about this cast is how genuinely likable they are, especially the original boys and girls: Liv, Jana, Kaylor, Leah, Serena, Nicole, Rob, Kendall, Aaron, Miguel, Kenny, and Cordell. Oops, forgot him in the original post. In many reality shows, there are usually a few individuals who have more negative qualities than redeeming ones, like in VBR, which I enjoy, but some cast members can be quite difficult to watch within the larger group dynamic. This cast stands out because they feel more likable than not. While they've had their share of flaws and moments of treating each other poorly, there's also a genuine bond and expressions of love among them. I hope that makes sense. I'm really enjoying this show so much. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.